opportunity to start the video. Train tracks. More train tracks. Heading to the National Railroad Museum in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Make that donation of the reward money. Should make an interesting video. Train tracks. Where's the train? Put it on the box. Well, I wish I could tell you what the museum was like, but I have no idea because I've never been here before. But it was a request per the railroad that the donation be made here at the National Railroad Museum.
Take the next right, then turn left.
She said.
Yeah, you're gonna go into a gate here. You're way early.
That's okay.
Take the second left, then your destination will be on the right.
Hi there, how many do we have today?
2 adults.
Adults? Are you guys going to do the train ride at 2 o'clock at all?
No.
Okay. And then is it cash or card?
Cash.
Cash is going to be
Well,
$30.
No.
Just doing
Let's
cash.
just do cash.
Do cash.
All right, cash. I can't go anywhere without being recognized.
No, you can't. We saw you at the north end of Green
Oh, yeah.
Yard when the
Would you like
ELS
a
came
receipt
through.
today?
Yeah.
Here for the donation?
I am.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Meeting your president or CEO or somebody.
Yeah, Jacqueline.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, tell her I said hi.
I will. Yeah, I can't go anywhere without being recognized. Although that was a rail fan that I chased a train with. That's kind of cool right there. Whoa, whoa. Brings me into the cool train office. Yeah, I don't know if you were familiar with the train horn theft for the Asselin Railroad.
Yeah.
So we just stole the train horns.
Mm-hmm.
I was there that morning when they found out they had been stolen.
Oh,
And I
okay.
immediately went on the Facebook group and said, I'll throw in $100 who was with me.
Right.
Within 12 hours, we had over $1,000.
Oh my gosh. So
And,
people are really generous.
So within a day, the thief turned himself in and put the horns back, or
Okay.
gave the horns back.
Oh, good.
So I was like, well, now what do I do with the reward money? We
Right.
can't do nothing. So I asked the
Right.
railroad, what would you like me to do with it? Duluth or Green Bay? And they said Green Bay.
Well, we're definitely honored by that.
So-
You know, that's a big deal for us, and
I
this
know.
is a way for us to then, you know, take care of some of those items going
Right.
forward.
Yeah, I know Brian was saying that maybe you guys can use it towards Escanaba in the future.
Yeah.
For he talked about maybe buying. You guys not necessarily buy, but you want to take control of the records that they have.
Yeah, and
or
that's
something like
that's
that,
something
so.
we are pursuing, and we're always looking at ways where we can enlarge our collections, and then those collections are held into perpetuity. They're public trusts, so everyone will have the opportunity to access them if they
I know you
want
said
to.
you have the a snowplow from them as well.
Yeah,
here, so
yeah, we'll have to go over there and take a look at it. I'll show you around.
$1,050.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna have to give this to our accountant right away. I don't want to put it in my pocket 'cause
Right,
that looks
right.
really bad. But you know, if you want, let's go ahead and take a little tour, and I can kind of show you around. And
Cool.
if you're interested, we can kind of peek into the new edition as well,
Sure.
and I'll show you what we're doing with that.
Yeah, I've got about 165,000 subscribers on YouTube. So
Oh, okay. Well,
perhaps some of them will donate.
that would be lovely, and you know, if nothing else, we'd love to have them visit too.
Right.
So I will take care of this before we do anything
Okay.
else. So I'll be
Thank
right
you.
back. So have you been here
No.
before? You haven't.
No,
Okay.
like many other rail fans, as Brian told me.
Okay.
Brian says, believe it or not, if the museum went off just rail fans coming here, we'd be broke.
Right.
So hopefully this video can create a little excitement. I won't show everything because
Sure.
get people here to see it.
But yeah, in terms of the tour, I guess to start out with, we've been here since 1956. And we were started actually by a group of men who, they were all in the military, a lot of them were in the military together, rail service of course, and they came out of the military and they realized that so many of the pieces that they were used to riding on, you think about like some of the heavyweight passenger cars, of course the steam engines, all of that was kind of going the way of more modern pieces of railroad equipment. So they started out wanting to save one particular locomotive and wanted to just put it into a city park essentially. And so 1956 they incorporated, we actually just hit our 69th anniversary, which was July 18th.
Our 25th anniversary is today.
Oh, it is, congratulations. So anyway, with these individuals, they came out here, they got the one piece, they were able to save it, and then they went to the city of Green Bay and said, do you have a place for us to put this? And the city had just acquired a piece of land, it was from a farming family. With that farming family, these two individuals had passed away recently and they donated it to the city. This piece of land in 1956 was out in the country. We're actually in the village of Ashwaubenon and not the city of Green Bay. And when they donated it, they said they wanted it to be a city of Green Bay park, which just in 1956 seemed like a ridiculous thing. So the city said, you know, put your train in this park. We have no other use for this space. So they did that. 1958, we became a congressionally designated national museum. So we are an actual national museum. John Burns, Congressman John Burns, was instrumental in that for us. So we've been a national museum for a long time. We're not the biggest museum out there, but we definitely are working more towards being kind of a curated museum. Over the last 15 years or so, we've been really looking at what do other national monuments and other national museums look like, and what can we do to become more and more like that. And you know, unfortunately, we don't have a long track. We have a smaller train ride. It's about 25 minutes. It gives people a taste of what a train ride is like. But
right.
If you think about young children and families, that's, for a lot of these kids, this is the first time they're going to get on a train, and that's huge for them. They don't have a longest attention span, so this works well for families.
Yeah, I was telling Brian, we did the Wisconsin, what was it? Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad.
Okay.
We did their passenger train and slept on the train overnight.
Oh, really?
It's a fun experience, but they go 3 miles an hour.
Okay.
7 miles and then turn around and come back.
Okay, so they go slowly like we do too.
Yeah.
Well, and it's interesting you're talking about sleeping overnight on the train. We do a lot of children's programs here. We have a huge catalog of kids programs, and one of the things we do is several different overnight programs. We have some younger ones and some for older students, and they sleep inside our Lenfesti Center, which I'll take you into. But one of our plans is, as we're expanding our museum, because we're in phase 1 of 4 phases, as we expand, we're going to renovate a couple sleeping carts specifically for kids and hopefully adults to sleep over on, so that you get that experience as well.
Right.
So we're kind of excited about that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. She enjoyed it. That was her first time.
Good experience.
I would have rather had the train moving to sleep on, because I've slept on Amtrak
sure.
on the rail and sleep like a baby.
Oh, I suppose a gentle little
Yes.
rock to it.
Yeah. But
Yeah, but this area right here, this is our Fuller Hall exhibit space. So this changes out every year. Right now we have a little bit more about future of trains, talking about what the railroads are doing right now. We have some about women in railroading as well. It's really important for us that we're showing that railroading isn't something in the past. You know,
Right.
we often think, oh, it's just a bunch of, you know, railroad veterans that are interested. But honestly, I mean, you see our camp kids coming in. We see a lot of little girls. We do actually girls STEM programs, so that's science and technology programs. And we also try to reflect it in some of our exhibits too, that, you know, aspects of the railroad has been part of our culture for, you know, since 1829, and it's going to continue to be part of our culture, and it's not just for one group of people, but for everybody.
Right.
So that's what this area is for. Next year, it's going to close down end of this year. Beginning of February, we'll have an exhibit of fine art in here. There's an individual from Los Angeles, Kevin Haas, who's going to be doing a fine art photography exhibit in here. And he should have about 66 pieces. He takes photos of trains from throughout the world.
Oh, so it's not going to be flowers or buildings, huh? Trains.
There'll be some depots in there, definitely depots. But he's really interesting because he does a lot of close-up shots. So sometimes you get that whole train, the whole interior, but he looks kind of at the character of it. So it might be, you know, the paint. It might be somewhere else. Like here's the toilet doing. It's all sorts of parts and pieces. So it's a really different look at rolling stock than you normally see. So he'll be displaying here beginning of February through the end of next year. So
That'll be cool.
right now, this one is a little bit more of the future. A lot of odds and ends to it. We partnered with Union Pacific, Canadian National, were two of them, plus some of our private collection items too.
Cool.
But if you'd like, we can look around in here a little bit, and I'll also bring you through to our Bower Gallery.
Yeah, I don't want to share too much in here so people can come find it themselves.
Bower Drumhead Gallery. So we have what we believe is the biggest collection of drumheads, and not all of them are on the wall right now. A lot of these were collected by Frederick Bower, who was executive with GM. But this was his hobby, and you know, he was in Detroit. He had the opportunity that if something was retired, you know, someone would usually let him know that something was retired, it's in the junkyard, you know, grab the drumhead while you had the opportunity.
Yeah, it's hard to believe like a railroad even give these up.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and in his case, I mean, he was fairly influential. He knew a number of people. And it's amazing, you know, a lot of these are hand painted. There's only one or two of each of them, depending on how many of those.
I actually like that, the Abraham Lincoln. That looked pretty cool lit up, I think.
Thank you. Well, for
Wow.
us too, you know, so I've been with the organization since 2007. In 2015, I mean, we had hugely rising attendance. In 2010, when I came into this specific position, we had about 65,000 people. By 2015, we had over 100,000 people a year. And we were realizing pretty rapidly that we were running out of room. So the project that we have going on in the back right now, we went and did a major master site plan. We have this planned out probably for the next 30 years. So my hope is that, you know, as we have different board members and different staff members, that we're going to continue on this, because the ultimate goal is we'll be adding on to all four sides of the Len Feste Center. So we have the first project to our east, and then we'll go over to the north and actually make our entrance area much larger. We'll have displays. We're going to really do some more models in that section when you first come in. And then we'll go to the west, kind of take down some of what's sitting there now, add on, and that's where we're going to have our children's area and have more of those interactive pieces that kids can go in and sleep in or eat inside. And then our south wall eventually will be a roundhouse, and we'll be bringing everything in. So our open air open air building we have right now is going to go into a roundhouse that will be connected to this.
Is that like Big Boy's sister or what?
This is a big boy.
It is a big.
Yep,
I thought it was. The numbers are pretty close.
Yep, there's 8 of
Three
them
off.
up there. Obviously, this 4014's running.
Yeah.
But they actually approached us before they did that. They were looking at ours. Ours, however, the building was built around it, so ours isn't going anywhere. But it's in one of the better conditions of the big boys by us.
I mean, that's impressive. If anybody ever wants to get a really close look at a big boy, this is the place to do it.
Well, and the great thing is, too, I mean, in this building, it's all climate controlled. You can go into the majority of these pieces. So you can go into the big boy's cabin here. You know, our Eisenhower locomotive. We have General Eisenhower's troop train right here. So General Eisenhower was in that first car. The first bedroom you see in there, it's converted to a closet, a large closet, as well as his bedroom. He slept right there. His meeting room was in there. And then his staff came along, so there's staff rooms in both of those cars. But those were moving around England, and then the Eisenhower was named for General Eisenhower, but this is the type of locomotive that he used during World War II.
Yeah, I've only seen videos of something like that moving, and it was black and white, and it probably didn't have sound that actually went with it.
Right.
But
yeah, but this is
beautiful. This
is the sister locomotive to the Mallard, which is the fastest steam locomotive, and they celebrated that in 2013. I think it was 75-year anniversary of that speed record.
Very impressive.
Yeah, some of the other pieces we have in here, you know, we do have our Lake Mitchell has a Pullman exhibit, so we talk a lot about the Pullman porters, talk a little bit about labor rights and civil rights with that. We have the Joseph Lister Hospital car, and you can walk through there. That one was interesting. It has one associated car with it. I believe that one had been scrapped, but ours was here for a while, completely empty when we got it. And I think we started it, you know, I'd been looking at it for quite a while. I think we started like 2014, 2015. It didn't have any walls inside. Had very, very little there, and we went on original plans and brought it back to the way that it originally looked. We even went in and, you know, where the metal's bent in certain places, we went in to try to find the original paint colors and, you know, really tried to bring that back to its original
Or
look.
in the age of technology now, where you can get the paint color and put it on a analysis and get the exact color of that as it was.
Yeah, although it's not always 100% correct. So we try to go in there and, you know, there's a lot of eyeing things up to make sure that's correct. And our curator on staff too, I mean, he goes back and does the research to make sure that, you know, we don't know what the original carpet looked like in there. It was completely gone. Well, we went back and thought, okay, what's appropriate for the 1930s? What was in similar cars
Red.
in the 1930s? Can we do this? You know, so we did a lot of that. Same thing with our mail car, which you definitely have to look at that mail car because it got basically painted. Every single thing was painted green at one time. And we went back there, stripped the floors, stripped everything, brought it back to its original look. So it looks just like it did in 1922. So I'm excited by that because everything, or most of the things in here have been restored. They are able to go inside. You know, everything that we have here is on a restoration schedule. I think
Right.
that's one thing. You know, sometimes I hear people are like, oh, you have all this junk and it's sitting outside. And it's true, we do. A lot of those things have been retired and we acquire them. And then what happens is they go onto a restoration schedule. So a couple of things have to happen. We have to figure out what they need to be restored, including the price tag attached to it, do all the historic research. We want them to look the same as they did when they were originally used or at a point in time where they were very significant. So like our Eisenhower, originally it was blue. It changed the name to the Dwight D. Eisenhower, and it was green at that point, so we kept it at that color. But generally, you know, we try to look back. How can we bring it back to original? What's going to give people the best sense of what it was like to be using it? Find the funding for it, which also takes a little while. And then we have 2 people on staff and about 10 volunteers that come in twice a week to help us with the restoration. So, you know, something like our mail car, I mean, that took us 7 years to plan. Right now we're working on a dome dining car. We're in year 2 of the restoration. slow process, and we're working with an art restorer because there was some original art in there. We're working with someone who can restore the leather seats in there, and it's just a lot of parts and pieces. But yeah, ultimately we try to get, our aim is to get everything inside looking like it originally did. And if you could have walked through it when it was first built, we want you to be able to walk through it now too. So when you have an opportunity to, please take your time to look through these because they are amazing. I call them the garage doors. They're actually going to be clear glass doors that we can lift. So this new part of our building, it's going to add on over 25,000 square feet. It has a mezzanine, and it'll have 4 tracks on it, and also space for about 200 people. So we do so much with education. I mean, we have over 12,000 kids every year coming here, so it's really important for us to be able to have space to educate them. And when we're talking about education, it's not necessarily sit in the classroom. It's all immersive, all hands-on.
Behind the scenes.
So I'm gonna bring you right over here.
Okay. Take a peek in the door.
Yeah, I have to walk over the edge of this.
And then these tracks will continue on, or, oh, these are like permanent. These cars will never go anywhere,
These
huh?
aren't going anywhere. These 2 tracks are going all the way through. So when we bring everything in,
Oh.
we'll
There it is.
Yeah. And we will go in
Yeah.
there. Yeah, when we bring everything in, we'll move them straight through. And I'm going to let you peek in.
Wow, look at that beautiful view of the water back there. That's going to be gorgeous.
But it's going to be amazing too. You go upstairs, and I wish I could bring you up there.
Wow.
Because if you go upstairs, you're going to be able to see the tops of the trains as well. Yeah, watch your feet in here.
Since we're on the wrong side of the rope real quick.
Nice video. If you want, we can just duck under here.
This is what probably used to be a boxcar and they made it into one.
I don't know a lot about its history, honestly.
I'll have to do some research.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Actually, our educator probably knows everything.
Probably the first rail car and of this railroad I'll be able to step in. Well, that is kind of neat.
And this one, you go all the way up too. You can kind of look out the top and over the
It's a real dark car. Imagine what it'd be like with all the little lights not in here.
Right, or you'd be in your seats right here and looking over the sides and pulling up your levers when you had to go. And it's a little dark, but you'll have to come here and find it out yourself.
And then the other side is the Joseph Lister Hospital. So both, I think, notable. I think the postal car's probably been our best restoration. So this is same color as when it was built in 1922. Everything's stained according to the way it was originally stained or painted in here.
I mean, can you imagine being at a station and getting the mail bag and then being one of the ladies on here that had to throw it all where it needed to go? And
Yeah.
or gentlemen, probably, I don't know.
Yeah, there was
Postmaster.
Actually, I think the post office website has a picture of this original car. Because I was doing some research prior to this, and there was a car that looked exactly like it, configuration, everything. So we're fairly certain there's a picture floating around through the U.S. Postal Service.
Did you guys put all the names on here, or are these original?
These are original. So when we did the restoration, we had to cover everything, and then before they sandblasted. So these are all the original. We did everything we could to keep that.
Yeah, you can see through all the Illinois kind of.
Well, what's kind of fun with these too, I'll see if I can find one that's loose. You can move them.
Oh yeah, so you can change it to something else.
Yeah, so you had, different routes.
Well, they didn't have much privacy here, I see.
No.
There's a toilet right there.
Just a body
Just want
right
to make
there.
sure at least the back door
Right,
is
right.
closed.
I remember what the train. I think we slept on a Pullman.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was a Pullman.
So if you come in here, you can go either left or right.
Oh,
Left
t-
takes you onto the hospital part. Okay. And then right is into our...
We'll take a quick left and go see.
That's neat.
Oh my God, it smells like a hospital. Smell that.
It does.
You guys put something in here to make it smell like that, didn't
We
you?
actually didn't. It has always had its own scent. We'll just put it that way. But these rooms are so interesting too. Like the room you're in right now, this one was meant for someone who had to come in on a stretcher. So this car went between Chicago and the Mayo Clinic.
Oh, there's a door right
So,
there.
Yep. So this is right here is actually your door, and it would open up specifically for the stretcher, and then you'd come
That
straight
is-
in.
That's
Yeah, there's
slick.
one in front of each room.
That is so slick.
Yep.
Yeah, see, there's another one
Yeah.
here.
Yep. And then.
Because I was thinking, how would you get a stretcher in there? There's no
Right.
way.
And some of the rooms are meant for people without stretchers. But there's the upper bunk and the lower bunk, so you could get 2 people per room if you needed to. And then this is a little more private
Private area.
like that. I feel like a very large person in that car because it is so tight. The American ones tend to be a little
Oh, wow.
more open.
There's a toilet that's not closed, but you can see in there.
So this particular one, again, we're in the men's restroom starting out.
That's pretty neat.
But on, the Pullman cars, you'd usually have a Pullman porter that would shine your shoes for you at night. He was the one who'd make up the bed for you, change the seats into beds.
Very retro green with the red.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty.
Call the porter. Press the button.
And then you have the ones where these are the ones that you could pull out, make into a bed.
Wow.
And,
Probably the sleepers.
and we've tried to represent, all the configurations in here from, upper and lower
Oh,
sleeper.
yeah,
with
that's where the
curtains.
sleeper would be. Okay.
Yep. And then we also have, the room right here. There's a couple roomettes.
That's pretty.
These have been restored and are used for a lot of our special events. So we have, a dinner train in September where we have a multi-course meal. Polar Express is often on these
Oh, yeah.
train cars.
And I see you guys are hooked into the CN here. If you had to, or if you do any movements.
We do minimal movements. The CN is very careful about the rules, and
Yeah,
we don't. And part of it for us is they want us to bring everything up to current standards.
Yeah.
These are historic pieces, and we're trying to keep all the technology the same.
Yeah, it's hard to
So-
put brand new brakes on something just to transport it here and then change it back out
Right.
because.
Right,
Which-
and I mean we do get some things. The CN brought along a locomotive a year and a half ago or so we have a new locomotive, and they did.
Be like,
install it.
well, there's the 5th piece they've been looking for.
Our pavilion, we're gonna have to. We won't be able to walk through the back of it. Part of our new project, however, is we'll be connecting the new building to this with everything paved, much better handicapped accessibility. But our pieces out here, a lot of these are the ones that are waiting, either waiting for restoration or on our operating fleet. Because we do kind of have a separation where we have 4 locomotives that run. This one actually does too. We don't consider it part of our operating fleet, but we did just receive this donation 2024.
Huh.
Coincidentally, it was on leap year, on leap day. So I will always remember that. But this one came out here and we got it going. It was pulled out here by CN. It runs. We had a derailment, a very minor derailment, and we used this one to help pull that piece back onto the tracks.
Yeah,
So
'cause it's a little
in great
powerful.
shape.
I mean, the little track mover is really neat because it moves on the road too, but that right there, I need that at home.
Well, if you want to use it, I don't think we had kids on it this morning. You can
That's
try
funny.
it.
Wow.
So this is a dome diner. So Union Pacific, obviously, this piece, it's been taking a little bit longer because we're actually starting. The first part of the process was to get the asbestos out of it.
Right.
So we had a company come in, basically made a cocoon around it and removed all of the asbestos. And we're expecting in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have a company to come in here and remove all of the lead paint. Before we get started with any of the projects, we're always checking for those things.
Someone's working hard on this one.
Well, this kind of reminds me of the rail car that the kitchen on that other one that we ate.
That other one
it
we
was
were.
kind of
They
similar
had like
looks.
a bar car and a dining car.
Yep, yeah, it has the two levels of the kitchen, and then there's a dumbwaiter that'll take it upstairs because the dome diner has that second level upstairs as well. So there's actually kind of 3 levels to this car.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, very neat. Very, very neat.
And if you come down this way, and on the tiles, there's a few tiles missing. We'll be looking for replicas of those to put those back in. Here's our lower kitchen. Basically, you're cooking up there, you send it here, they come out, and then you have your private dining room. And in the process, we're making sure all this art is protected. We're keeping the wallpaper, so where there's wallpaper, we're going to protect that because it's in great shape.
I'm gonna knock on the window and scare the crap out of these guys.
But then we also have, there's the dining room plus our upstairs area. If you'd like to go up there too, you're welcome to. Well, right now we're working on figuring out some of the glass. How do we get that cleaned out?
It doesn't smell old at all.
Wow. Very neat.
But with age, you're definitely gonna have stuff.
Absolutely. And that's where we get in, some of the experts in here, like, get those reupholsterers in here that can, work with the materials. If we go on the other side, you can see
Yeah, they got this whole
we're
side of it
doing a
on.
lot of the work here. So
I'm not trespassing. See, I can't get away with it.
So what they've been doing, and as I said, we're trying to make sure everything is maintained. This one needed a new water pump, so the water pump came out. We're getting some new fresh oil in it, doing a full maintenance check on this one, and the other two you saw out the door are kind of in the same place as well.
Yep, I can't get around anywhere with somebody knowing my name. I don't know what it is. It's got to be a subscriber.
I watch your YouTubes.
Cool, thank you.
So, no, but just whichever way you start pumping, you should be able to get it go where you want. There we go.
It's not supposed to be this hard, See you later. Bye. Good knowing you.
All of a sudden you're fighting yourself.
Oh, now I see the gear in there, how it's supposed to go.
Yeah. The other one I always found is when it comes up here, that's when you push down. Otherwise you're fighting yourself when you get up too high.
And I'm guessing the old timers knew to start it on the ground before you jumped up there.
I agree too.
Alright, because we can stop it here.
Yeah. I told her I'd love to have this at home. Thank you.
I zoomed in a bit.
I mean, this is pretty cool. Anyway, that was our little private behind the scenes tour. Thank you, Jacqueline. That was pretty cool. Let's pull some stuff. Oh, it doesn't. Let's not touch. Don't touch anything, honey. What are you doing?
Yeah, I did that. Sure, I did it.
Dwight Eisenhower took a poop right there. Did you know that? Number 7. Number 8. Oh, wait. Where'd the other ones go? Oh, that one's kind of cool.
If it was the president or if this was the or general. I don't know.
Dwight Eisenhower was the president.
I know, but she said general.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what do we got up in here? We got the fun stuff.
Gonna see what the book cabinets are neat.
Oh, into another toilet.
Can't wash your hands on that one.
Well, why would you wash your hands in the toilet?
I meant like there's no sink to wash your hands
Oh.
in.
Oh. Now we're at number 1. So these cars are backwards. This should have been the front one.
Why.
This should have been the one behind the engine. Oh.
I think this is the car that she said he stayed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, each room had its own little sink and cabinet. That's why the bathroom doesn't have it. Oh, look at this too.
Huh? What are we looking at?
Mirror light on and off.
Oh.
Off? Nope, it doesn't work. Off.
There's no light bulb in the top.
Oh, there's no light bulb in the top. That'd be why.
Did you see also that would be lit up here?
Yep. And the vent, see the vent things on the wall? Like you can open and shut your own vent.
Uh-huh. So much to see. Let's go on, big boy. Big boy.
Yeah.
What's that?
Big.
Big. It's a big boy in here. Big boy. Looks like the coal would have been driven right into the bottom, right into the pit. Oh, we can crawl into the fire pit, huh? Wow. Do not open cab windows. Can we sit in the seat?
Yeah, looks like they're just.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is comfortable. I don't know what I'm looking at. I mean, like, aye, aye, Captain, turn the valve. What valve should I turn? All of them. Turn all of them until something happens. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Where's the horn? Let's hit the horn. Honk, honk. It's not the horn, it's the wire. I don't know where the horn would be.
I guess
It's normally hanging right in here somewhere. Yeah, probably right up there.
Yeah, probably disconnected on purpose for people
Yeah.
like you.
Some idiot would frickin' pull it.
Yeah. Just people like you.
Hey, there's not a sign here that says do not climb.
Your wife says do not climb.
I'm just saying that there's not a sign here that says don't climb. That seems like that's a liability because they didn't know I was coming here, you know. That's a pretty cool shot. Yeah, we said no to the train ride. So if you guys are interested and you wanted a train ride, sorry. You're just going to have to come here and get one yourself. And we could have got it for free. What was I thinking? We could have got that for free. No biggie. Hello? Hello? Sure is quiet in there. Look at all the asbestos. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Or am I? Look at the dust on top of it. What's up?
Just looking at how many sprinkler heads are in the ceiling.
Oh yeah, a lot of sprinkler heads for the massive amount of metal that's under them. You know, in case nuclear war ever happens, they got a way to put it out. That's pretty the way they put the tracks in. They'll never derail in here.